This property in GitaBayou is owned by Rainier from Liechtenstein, who has let us into his palatial home. This house is nestled in the GitaBayou complex, and once inside, the clever border plants give you a feeling of quiet isolation. There are two methods of getting into the living area, one being the scenic route via the staircase. But I'm taking the private lift. Once inside, it's easy to appreciate the attention to detail and the choice of materials used to construct this dwelling. Immediately you are welcomed by the openness of the whole ground floor, which uses the pool as its main focus point. The dining room also looks over the pool, while the kitchen opens up behind it. There is a central bar area where guests can relax and is a perfect place to entertain at the many parties which this house is obviously designed for. This area acts as a central void which also lights up the other floors and gives you the opportunity to really appreciate the expanse of this house. And this magnificent house even has its own wine cellar. You can tell so much thought has been put into this home. The master bedroom's attention to detail stretches to the wood-clad ceiling and built-in wardrobes designed in the Shanghai style. One of the things I look for first in a property is the kitchen and the bathroom. And I can spend hours in this one. The other two bedrooms exude the same style and finish which make this house hard to beat when it comes to fixtures. The bathrooms are elegantly finished in granite and have a feeling of complete openness while being very private. The timber floors of the rooms complement the stone used in the bathrooms, and the simple design elements accent the theme of every room. No matter how many kids or guests you have here, you have all the privacy you need. Thank you, Niles. From the outside, the garage doors conceal a very large area within. And the garage fits 6 cars, if you please. This house has a purpose-built studio where access is by a spiral staircase. Once up here, it's easy to relax and lose yourself in your personal pursuits. Anytime you need to burn the calories, in the gym. I'm here today with the owner of this fabulous house, Rainer. So Rainer, how long did it take for you to conceptualize and build this house?
It took us about a year to get the approvals and to get the plans, everything done, and then it took us 15 months to build it.
And how long have you been living here?
About a year.
About a year. And what is the neighborhood like?
Oh, it's fantastic. We love it. It's a high security area in a huge park. You feel like living in a park. It's an old rubber plantation with old big trees, and we built in that our tropical house with total privacy.
Wonderful. And how big is this house?
It's about 12,000 square feet.
12,000 square feet? That's big. That's very big. Yeah, it is. And how many rooms have you got?
We have 4 bedrooms. Downstairs we have a small or reasonable maid's apartment.
Maid's apartment.
And we have in the back, which you have seen, the pottery room, which could be also another guest room as such.
Right. And the materials for this house, are they natural?
Yeah, the idea was to use everything, make it very simple, and we used only natural products like travertine, granite, and local tropical woods, and where they're consistent through the whole house. I think the consistency was one of the main focuses also on it, and lots of light.
Thank you very much. I'm here in this magnificent house with the lady, or should I say the baroness of the house, Jace, and we're going to have a look at her pottery today. Jace, have you always designed this room just for your pottery?
Yes, we did. As you can see, the floors are concrete, so we can wash them down easily, because clay is a messy thing. And yeah.
And have you ever used it for anything else?
It's funny that kids always gravitate towards this room. Maybe it's the pottery and the clay, so you know they can play around here and run around in the garden.
Oh, what a wonderful way to spend the day.
Absolutely.
GitaBayou is a gated community with excellent facilities such as restaurants, pools, and has a feeling of being in the outdoors. And the cost for this spectacular house is only 8 million ringgit.